Good morning and welcome to Crochet Therapy. This is our morning coffee and crochet live on a happy Monday morning, part 2. So something went crazy with my internet and bloop, everything went down. So hello, hope you're having a great morning. We're not going to let a little bit of internet trouble get us down. We're going to try this thing again. Oh, it gave my hair a little bit of time to dry, so it's not as like rah, looking as it was. Let me see. Oh, all right. Well, it's good to see you, and I'm so glad to be here on a Monday morning. And I wanted to talk a little bit about um, it was a while ago. It was um, before Grandma Kay passed away. I had a little good morning, Doran. Okay, great. Um, we talked a little bit about how we were going to share. The Monday morning motivation was to share or think about one hope, one dream, and one goal. And so at that time, I told you that I would share my hope, my dream, and my goal with you. And so I'm going to keep mine kind of, personal and crochet related. But you can share yours if you like. You don't have to share yours. If it's too personal, if it's real personal, obviously don't share it because this is an open forum. But if it's something that you want to share, I would love to hear it. If you would rather share the one hope, dream, and goal on our Facebook page, the Crochet Therapy Facebook page is a closed group. It's a private group. Only people within the Crochet Therapy community can see those posts. If you would like to share it there, that would be fine as well. So my hope right now is for the world. It's for this pandemic to bring out the best in people and to bring out the best in the world. And so that's my hope, is that the pandemic will soon and quickly be over with, and that by the end of this year, that families can get back to normal, and as normal as we possibly can. And that's my hope. Now, my dream is for my future with my family, and my dream is to be in Tennessee on our homestead property and to be enjoying the mountains that surround the property and the farmland and all of that. Hey, Squish. I know. I thank you. I was having trouble with my internet today, so I had to go and reboot it. And here I am. We're starting take 2. And so that's my dream, is for Tennessee. That's my dream. And my goal is, well, I have a couple different goals, but my one goal is to get to 300 by October 31st. 300 subscribers by October 31st. That's a goal. It's also a hope and a dream. So we'll see if that happens. But I do have another goal, and that's for the end of the year, to have my current home up for sale, and hopefully we can sell it by then. I don't know. They say that the property market is moving quick right now, so I'm hoping that happens. My goal is to have that go through so that we can start moving forward in 2021 with prepping the land for our home to be built in Tennessee, and just to get that dream moving forward. So that's my hope, my dream, and my goal. And of course, I have lots of other ones. Anyone who's lived through a new year knows we can have lots of goals, and they're we sometimes call them New Year's resolutions, and we know how that goes. Sometimes they go great, and sometimes, they last a day or so. But anyway, I just want to show you what I've been working on this weekend. I have been working on lots and lots of cotton yarn projects. And I've been using some of my yarn that I got from Hobby. I had ordered this a while ago. Hobby is located in Denmark. Most of their yarn comes from Turkey. This cotton yarn comes from Turkey. I have gotten some cotton yarn that was from India, and that was also beautiful. This cotton yarn is very, it's a 4-weight yarn, and it's very sturdy. It's soft, but it's sturdy, if you get my drift. And so this cotton yarn, I would not personally use it for clothing or anything like that. But what I would use it for is something like this. Let's see if I can get this close enough to show you. This is the waffle stitch. And actually, the color is not really coming through very well. The color is what I would call a Ceylon green, a very light green. Some would even say a celery green, but it's kind of coming out white in the picture here. But you can see, if I turn it, you can see the squares. And I just whipped this up last night because I was making more facial cloths, and see, I haven't even woven in the ends, and I used that same green, which, see, it's turning out white here, so that's kind of weird to me. But I made one of these out of a 50-gram ball of yarn, and I barely had enough to make this. I mean, literally, this is what is left. Literally, this is the start, and this is the finish. I played yarn chicken, and I won. But a full disclosure, I didn't win the first time. So I frogged it back, and I reworked this, and I did the last edge, the last row, just a little bit tighter, just so that I could win at yarn chicken. Chicken yarn? Yarn chicken. Yarn chicken. And this is how much I have left. So you see how that goes. It is very pale. Squish. It is really pale. And in person, it's really, really pretty. So anyway, I just wanted to show you. I told you in the tutorial that this would fit six cloths, and it does. It just fits 6 cloths. The 3 that I did last night, I didn't weave in the ends yet. I also didn't weave in the ends on that washcloth. This is actually, I'm going to use this as a dishcloth in the kitchen, and I like it because it just has a natural exfoliant, and I like it because, look, it's squishy, squish. It's squishy. So I really like it. And my husband and I have been using the cotton dishcloths that I've made in the past, and we have about 3 left, and it seems like we just keep using them. So I decided last night that I needed to make another one for our own kitchen, not just for a gift, but it worked up so fast that I think I'm going to make more for Christmas. So I'm going to do a quick tutorial on this as well, and that way you guys can, if you want, can quickly get those made up as well. So I'm I really do like this. One of my subscribers had trouble with the sides and it was kind of caving in. And, if you give it a push, of course, it is going to cave in. When I did the double strands, I kind of crochet a little tight. So, it is still squishy and boppy like that. But maybe if you put a crab stitch border around that, it might make it a little more sturdy, kind of like it did the lid. Excuse me. So that's always an option as well. The other thing would be to go with a slightly smaller, go down one hook size, but you would have to do everything. Good morning, Kelly. It's good to see you. You would have to do everything with that smaller hook size so that your facial cloths could fit into your little container here. So anyway, yes, I've got this dishcloth that I've been working on. I almost have the tutorial finished for these little guys. So I'm hoping that I will be able to, get that put up this evening. I was thinking about holding it for one of the 12 weeks of Crochet Christmas, but I already had everything planned. So I'm just going to add that as an additional, a little bonus tutorial, which will be nice. We already have the crochet along, which is very long. And yes, I do know it's very long. So this one is just going to be a quick, a little quick tutorial. But I am going to do a tutorial also for this because it is a very easy stitch, but it could get confusing, especially if you're a newbie and you've never done the waffle stitch before. It could get a little confusing. So I'm going to do a tutorial on that as well. So that I had fun. I had a lot of fun doing that last night. And I can tell you, because I've given these as gifts before, and when you fold this up and you give a couple of these dishcloths along with anything else, a scrubby. I even had the round scrubby that I used netting with. And that is really good because that is really a pot scrubber. I'll have to show you that as well. But I had a little collection of, kitchen things and they were all coordinated. And I'm telling you what, this got passed around the table, not this particular one, but this style of dishcloth got passed around the table and people were looking at it like this, like just trying to figure out how did I do this? It is a mystery to people who don't crochet. And I think sometimes we crocheters take things for granted. It's nothing for us to pick up our magic wand, our hook, and just make things happen, and sometimes we struggle with a stitch or whatever, but it happens. But most of the time, people that have no idea about crochet, they look at us like we are just magical or weird or, they just don't know what to think about us, let me tell you. Or they call it knitting, oh, I really like your knitting. And when I had a guy, I was waiting outside of the doctor's office, waiting for a family member to come out from their doctor appointment. And a gentleman was walking down the hall and he was like, oh, I like that knitting. My mom used to knit too. And I have a blanket, that she made and she's passed away, but I still have that blanket and I really like it. And I use it all the time. And, that's really good. And, that's a pretty color or whatever. And Barbara's little secret. You're funny, Kelly. And so, I just let him go. I mean, I'm not going to school a gentleman on your kids call it knitting just to irritate you. Yeah. And that's the thing, I don't even, let it irritate me. And people at my old job, some of my friends there, they would get confused too and call it knitting. Oh, that's really nice knitting, and I would just say, thank you. thank you, and let it go, because what does it really matter? It really doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to this weekend, and I'm getting ready to dive into this Scrubology yarn. I've had this Scrubology yarn, gosh, for 2 years, and I got it at such a good price. It was at Hobby Lobby on clearance. Now, this Scrubology yarn, it says that it's regularly $4.49, and I got it on clearance for $112. And so I, at the time, picked up all that I could find. So yay for me, because I still have some left. But and also yay for me, because now I can just pick it up whenever I need to. And I do like using that. And that's the yarn that I used on in this little project here. So yeah, I'm going to get that thrown up onto the screen. I worked on it this weekend. So that's what I've been doing this weekend. What have you been doing? Are you working with cotton yarn, with acrylic, with wool? I have some really nice alpaca yarn too. It's part acrylic and part alpaca. It's not 100% alpaca, but it has like the little furries on it and everything. I'm really not sure how I feel about it, because I'm used to like the smooth. But one of the little fingerless gloves that I showed you on Friday, the blue one, the real skinny one, that one was part alpaca, and it sure is soft and very supple. So anyway, what have you guys been working on? Have you been crocheting? Have you been doing other things? Anyway, working on a star baby blanket. Oh, Kelly, I've never made a star baby blanket before. I think they're lovely. I don't know if it's hard or not. The star blankets. Oh, Jada in Stitches. Okay, cool. Jada is a great teacher. So yeah, I love Jada, definitely. So I have never actually made anything with a ripple stitch or a wave stitch or a star or anything like that. And I just started doing a shawl in I think it's a ripple. And so as soon as I get that done, if it turns out all right, then I'm going to do a tutorial on that shawl and let you see the details in there. So anyway, did somebody just message me? Let me see. I just saw something pop up. No, we're fine. Okay, guys. Well, it's been 18 minutes on this second round. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, it's a Monday, and I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you, Squish, I hope that you have a great night. And Kelly and Doran and Sherry and anyone else who's out there, I hope that you have a great Monday. I hope that this week treats you well. And let's just keep sight of our hopes, dreams, and goals, and just keep moving forward. So I will talk to everyone later. I hope that you have a great day. And I realized that I had not been doing my regular sign off. So I'm going to go ahead and do my sign off. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Bye, guys.